Giants in Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Third and 20, and no surprise the defense in the dime. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Rodgers now on first down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On the option, here's Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they can't bring him. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for L.A. On 1st down, Akers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He's got it. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Akers. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Penny. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Touchdown! It's complete. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Akers. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. On the give, this is Akers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw pulled in by Atwell here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Rodgers now to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught inside the 5. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it'll be Akers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be...
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Prescott off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Play action now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Here's Akers. They try and run. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. And this one is caught. So they come up with a two-point conversion, and that makes this a one-point game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Zeke going to get it on the option. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man here is Gentry. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leap behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On first down, Bridges. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Rodgers now on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going deep for Brown. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Rodgers to throw once more. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. That one complete to Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Give me some.
Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he is caught by Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On the option, here's Elliott. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Dallas, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.